Hey everybody, Justin Worden. You're watching What's New in Electronics. We are here on the floor, day 2 of SMTA Guadalajara. I'm with Brian from Hyrel Technologies. How you doing, man?
Very well, man. How are you today?
Ah, man, you better have a smile on your face. I was
do.
at breakfast, and you were the man of the hour.
Yeah, we did pretty well yesterday, right? With 2 awards, one in tinning on the side, and then we also have our VersaCell system, which is an integrated platform for tinning and reballing components.
You didn't just win 2 awards. You won the Mexico EMS Awards, which is a pretty prestigious thing nowadays. I mean, they put on a big old celebration. They hand out the trophies. Congratulations. That's really what I'm getting at. So let's shake on that.
All right, we'll start with that.
Yeah, there we go. And now let's get into it. Let's talk about Hyrel. I mean,
Sure.
You won the awards, but what is Hyrel actually known for?
Sure. We're known for developing our tinning and reballing systems. So our industry is started back probably in 1998-2000 with the original Corfin system, right? And there's not been an advancement since, right? Last time I checked, components continue to get smaller, more difficult to tin, and you're using XY gantry robots, right? And we use a minimal footprint of a 6-axis robot that's completely integrated in our platform. We can pick from tube, tray, tape, individual parts. It's no setup. And what we've done is we've been able to take away the touch points. So we've taken away what the Corfin systems were with 7 to 9 touch points, and we have 3 to 5, maybe 3 to 5, right?
So, but what does that mean to the customer?
So
what are you doing for them?
What am I doing for them? We're actually offering true robotic tinning and reballing with great lead times, okay? The Corfin systems, the RPS systems, some of the other systems that are out there take anywhere from 4 to 8 minutes to run and are not an assembly line process. So Henry Ford, roll over in your grave over this, right? Our process is streamlined. We can do anywhere from 10, 12 seconds a component to maybe 8 to 9 minutes a component if it's more difficult. And we've certainly had difficult components this summer to deal with, which we were able to overcome. So our processes are what's superior. Our lead time is superior, right? We do 3 to 5 day turns. We're not doing 6, 8, 10, 12 weeks. We do one price, right? I don't believe in all the extra add-ons. You have to de-tape the parts. You have to tape the parts. You have to bake the parts. There's all kinds of things that everybody else adds these extra charges, right? Our goal is absolutely to make it easy for the customer to place the order with us. Give them one price. If you've got a bill of materials that's 200 different line items, one price across all 200.
Well, it sounds like what you're really doing is you're saving your customer time.
And
if
money.
you're saving them time, you're saving them money. I mean,
and it's a superior process, right? We had a Corfin system. It worked great. It came out of one of the chip foundries, okay? We destroyed it because I wasn't going to put it on the market, and we had good offers for it, right? But we destroyed it at the point that our robotics just showed themselves to be superior.
So let's talk about that. I mean, that's quite a bit of advancement and investment on your part to improve your process and your product.
2.5 years.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, 2.5 years.
Right.
But the awards came, so it was worth it.
Yes.
But also the customer's very happy. And I mean, a lot of it we can say is because the products are getting smaller, the components are getting smaller. But what else is the driving force behind trying to stay ahead of the curve there?
It is lead time. All day long lead time, right? We're the last people to touch the parts before assembly, period, right? So you've waited all these months or maybe even a year plus to get a component, right? You don't want to wait another 6, 8, 10, 12 weeks. And that's where we're able to do it. So our competitors really haven't invested in their infrastructure. They're riding the wave of what they've been able to accomplish, or they're buying old technology, and I founded one of the companies in this industry, so I know this. But we separate ourselves with service, right? And our model's very simple: make money and have fun.
Yeah, it's almost like Christmas morning and Santa Claus forgot to bring the batteries.
Yeah.
You just got to stare at that remote control car until you go to the store in a few days. No, I completely understand.
Yes.
I mean, people more than ever have that instant gratification. They want things now, whether it's a stencil roll, like a piece of paper, or a $300,000 piece of equipment.
Absolutely.
They want it now. They may not want to pay for it right now.
And even going to that point, we never intended for our robotics system to get out into the market because that's not our area. However, yesterday, we booked our first order to buy one of our systems, right, to a Fortune 100. So it's not just us seeing the technology and the advancements, right? It's customers seeing that, right? We're able to do space parts that no one else can do, right?
Well,
Yeah.
one thing I want to talk about, I mean, again,
Yeah.
congratulations on all the accolades. That's awesome. The growth. Don't take your foot off the gas,
Oh, no.
because I feel like a lot of people in the industry, they hit a certain mark and they're
Yeah.
like, we're good. But
Complacency is been the hallmark of my competitors. And that's, no time.
I've sang the tune quite a bit on camera. Technology is not going to stop advancing. In fact, I think it's going to get more rapid.
Yes.
But I feel like sometimes on the supplier side, the manufacturing on the supplier side, we're starting to fall behind in not keeping up. So you guys, that's not you. You don't have to worry about that.
No, not at all. And we have a lot of credit. A lot of credit goes to our work within our local school districts. So we have internship programs that we're working with robotics and automation classes within Peoria Unified, which is 9 high schools, and TSMC, of course, is being built in our district, right? And we've got other companies coming in. But we remain the only company in the Valley doing this kind of work with the high school kids. And you have to think about it in these terms, right? Everybody complains about employees, right? Can't get employees. We don't have that problem, number one, okay? We bring them up through very specialized training, right? We're training them on dummy parts for consistency and to get their skills up. But at the same time, we have kids that have now interned at Raytheon and had multiple offers from Sandy and Raytheon for their internship when the previous year they had no opportunities. We've got kids at ASU. We've got a brilliant student there right now who's doing our robotics on the side.
Well, I mean, I know you're very passionate about that,
Yes.
but something else you're very passionate about is the internship program you guys are working on. So let's talk
Absolutely.
about that a little bit more.
So we started this 2.5 years ago, and it's really driven from my own personal experience in high school where I was afforded the opportunity to go to Eastman School of Music and do college on a music level, right, as a freshman. High school, right? So it's been with me for all my years and I'm a musician. I have a master's and undergrad degree in saxophone performance, right? Right?
Well, I know what we're doing on the next interview.
Right.
Bring the sax.
But, by bringing and working with the high school, working with the economic development people who brought us into the area, right? We've had great success. We've had about 30 kids now in less than 3 years that we've touched. We've got kids at ASU, Embry-Riddle, University of Arizona. I've got other kids that are doing this. We work with ASU. One of our kids is a senior, and so their senior project is part of further development of our robotic platform. Mm-hmm. So, for us, we see the future in the students, right? Whether they go on to 2-year, go on to 4-year, or even if they take a gap year like we have some kids do right now, right? We have accommodated them, and it's been great, right? And it goes beyond even the technology and the engineering and 3D part printing that they do for us. We've expanded it to include accountants. And how many accountants do you know have any kind of specialty in the semiconductor industry? Yeah, zero, right? But at the same time, right, we're starting to trend, and we're hopeful that Benchmark in the Phoenix area, which has 3 facilities, is going to join this as part of the education program. And our long-term goal is really to give this kind of like modular program for the high schools across Arizona. And to that end, we work with the AZ Next Technology Council and Steven Zalestro. And so we have, endless opportunities. I liken it to this. When TSMC opened their groundbreaking 5 years ago, if they had invested even $20 million over 20 years, right, out of the $65 billion that we gave them, right, we would not see articles with them complaining they can't find people, can't find construction workers. No, it's on the companies to do their, and one of our mottos is community engagement. It is on the companies to do the community engagement, and then they would have zero problems. Yep. You'd have loyal people because you've got parents with these kids going through school who are working in the semiconductor industry, right? And what better branding, right?
I mean, that's an incredible journey that you guys are on. I mean, thank you so much for sharing. Sure. But for people that want to learn about Hyrel because maybe they're ready for a purchase, they want to advance, or maybe they want to get involved with the internship program, how do they get a hold of you?
It's Hyrel, Hyrel.tech, TECH.
Thank you for the information. Thank you for stopping by.
Yes, thank you.